Hello, astrologers and antiquaries. My name is TV's Guyan, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where I have decided to go full story mode and just blast my way through until we finish A Realm Reborn. So that open up some options to do some other stuff before starting in on the award-winning expansion Heavensward and the content up to level blah blah, etc. Also, because I want revenge, I desire vengeance, I wish to destroy the dickheads who fucked with the Scions. So in order to do that, well... Oh, look, it's snowing. We're gonna have to blast through the story a little bit. So, I need to go and find a person. Hey, Alphino and Sid, there you are. We can't find an airship, yet now we meddle in Guardian affairs of state. Gods, if Alisei were here, I'd never hear the end of it. Oh, I'm glad we left the observatorium. The people there were not friendly. Oh, even here I can feel eyes upon us. We're not safe. Oh, so they were there at the observatorium as well. I could have talked to them. Oh, I didn't think they would be. I didn't notice them. Darn. As you've no doubt realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortem included, are either unwilling or unable to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. Oh, please. Sirens outside. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nin of mine own House Fortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravelin of House Hailnard, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may be proof difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Huh. Perhaps he'll be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemp. Do not concern yourself with House Dismail. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when finished. Okay. Fetch quest time. Of a sort. Ma'am? Why, hello, sir, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one in House Fortem does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of the young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of the House Helenard have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Well, you were useless to me. Ding dong! Bursting on a motorcycle. Hello, Grandma's Strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Law's Harshaphon? Well, I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helenar into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Useless. Hey, I've got a powerful friend who thinks you're a dickhead if you don't help me. Where I gather, you've been busy since last we spoke. Lord Harshaphon's missive was positively glowing, but if you think his endorsement is cause for me to disregard his guardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guillaume arrived in Cathars, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of his guardian society. Wow, it's funny how once the Inquisitor, whose job it is to find heretics, shows up, you find a lot more heretics. It's almost as though there's some sort of connection where if you go to a place intending to find something, that means you're more likely to find that thing regardless of whether it's there or not. It's kind of like that thing with, like, if you have a tool, and that tool is the only tool you have, then, like, a lot of the problems that you face seem like, oh, maybe I could solve those problems with this tool I have. I don't know. Lord Harshaphon wishes to waste his days tracing after the long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Yeah, it's funny what happened. Like when the only tool you have is like the one thing. It seems like all your problems are the thing that can be dealt with using the thing. Back to Camp Dragonhead? Yeah. Matters of national security. Shut the fuck up. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Carthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. Sid and Alphino don't have anything new to say about this, do they? Also, do you want to come inside, Sid? Like, you're not really dressed for the weather. No? Okay. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much have been whispered in recent days. I've received a report that he and the 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Hey, how you doing? Where's Lord Francel? You must find him. Okay. Unsettled knight, unnerved knight. It's not safe here. We must flee. Aye. So fast, so strong. We were no match. Sure. That happens. Like, hey, there you are, buddy. How you doing? What are you doing here? Who goes there? Brick! No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Oh, hey! It's a big dragon. La-da-da-dee. I am a little bit over-leveled for this, but sure, why not? I can take a break from doing more difficult stuff. Oh no, electricity. Oh, that's so cute. Bonk. Anyway, what's up? Hell be praised, you did it. But what of the others? The 3 knights who accompanied me, where are they? Well, yeah, okay, fine. Let's see. Unfit knight, how you doing? Can I help you out? Sweet. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Helena if we can't even slay a single Avis? We're fortunate that you came along when you did, sir. House Helena will remember your kindness. Yeah, sure. Let's just get this guy out of the way to make them more comfortable. Hi, how you doing? I'm a warrior. I heard the beast's cry is from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, sir, bless you. Hi, how you doing? My name is Brick. I will be your rescuer today. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming.
Gee, I wonder if perhaps they did.
Anyway, you can stop sitting there and panting now. Go home, buddy. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I hope we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Helena that wielded the steel sigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. You could also just leave. Like, you like, Descherson says, just hit the bricks. You can just walk out. You can just leave. Listen to the wisdom of the skeleton. Yo! Your boy is okay. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Huh. I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final fight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It's become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared heretic. Not unreasonable fear, given the seal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigation. And in a case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. I could just kill the Inquisitor. Like, I could just kick his ass, and then on his body we'll probably find evidence that he's the dude who is, like, the heretic. That seems to be where the story is going right now. It's like, oh,
Gee, I wonder who the real heretic could be. Could it be the guy who's, like, obsessively
rooting other heretics out in order to make himself a less plausible, you know, like the oldest tactic ever when it comes to this sort of thing? As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So, it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with the Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Carthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Someone tampering with shipments? Oh, fury, strike me down if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions will plant it. Oh, hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Hellenar man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters that were bringing in the shipments did it, though I know most of them would work the trade routes, and I've never had any cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellas who were responsible for the inspections? Oh, they are Guardians, Knights, and Inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. I hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragon from Whitebrim Front this morning. You might consider having a word with them. What? The Inquisitors? It couldn't possibly be the Inquisitors. There is absolutely no way that it was in fact the Inquisitors. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is that a fat chocobo mount? Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at him! Oh, that's so cool! I prefer my motorbike still, but... Oh, that's adorable. Anyway, you. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planning draconian rosaries in the House Hellenar shipments? What nerve. If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Okay. Oh, look, a rosary. And a rosary. And another rosary! Well, isn't that a fun coincidence? Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Well, about that. But that's impossible. Once the Knights at the Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I'd been the culprit, I would never have allowed you to search my shipment. Say what you will to Lord Haurchefant, I will not be held accountable for this. Yeah, no. Don't worry. I think I have a better idea of
who could be responsible.
Just a thought, a thinking. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries. And every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Helmar's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. Praise hell on that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. I mean, I'm not that invested, but fair enough. From the very first, I knew that it could not be so many members of House Helnar were heretics. At least we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put to end this travesty, or at last, rather. I'll need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigi. Tell her that Hearts Fortemps demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation is concluded. Alright. Where is this person? Upstairs? Huh? Oh, there you are. Hello.
What is it, my child? Lord Horsefun would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Frenzel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Frenzel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard.
By which you mean they mean to execute... Okay. You've, like, already kind of decided to do the execution, then. Oh, he'll be pardoned in the next life. It's okay. Fuck you. They've taken Lord Frenzel to Witchdrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I'll not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die, Brick. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall proceedings until such a time as I'm able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. I mean, there's room for 2 on my motorbike. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Frenzel alive. Okay, well, I'll just go myself then.
Hilbrick, as you can see, Lord Frenzel still lives. Yeah, we must try to reason with the Inquisitor. But if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves.
I can take him. Like, you don't need to... Well, okay, I'm being level synced, so maybe a little bit of challenge there, but...
Jacqueline de Frenzel Helenar, here you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense?
This is what you do the trial, like, out in the middle of fucking nowhere? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I'm no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard.
It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff, and entrust your fate to the Fury.
I should have known, like I should have known when I saw the soul patch.
The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword.
In the name of House Fortums, I beseech you, stay your hand! Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Horsefun. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Frenzel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted.
Lord Horsefun has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere with legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment.
Yeah, he seems reasonable.
We must hold them until Lord Horsefun arrives, Brick. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I won't touch him. Wink, wink. No harm. None whatsoever. Oh, I ain't serving none of you. Might want to make sure that, Oh shit, my Defiance isn't on. Hey, Mr. Unyielding. You seem to have summoned a dragon there. Prefer if you didn't. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Oi! Huh, he fucked off. Is he coming back? Guess not. My. The personal guard of the Inquisitor has a draconian rosary. Well, isn't that interesting? How funny!
It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Helnard. They've used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor. To set brother against brother that we may tear ourselves apart. Yeah, sure, he's blameless.
Yeah, how was he supposed to know that his own fucking guards were like dragon worshippers? Inquisitor? How should he have known? Like, it's not like his job to know that. It's not like, it's fine, don't worry about it, fuck you.
The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of
the fucking dragon dude? There was a dragon! Or wyvern, whatever. There was a wyvern right there. Right there. You're like, no, I don't see any evidence of your accusations. Shut the fuck up.
By the Fury, a draconian rosary. And then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications
about your incompetence, dighead.
Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Harchefort. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Frencel, pending further investigation. I trust you've not lost sight of that which brought you first to Caerthas, Brick. Pray locate your errant airship and use it.
Oh, gee, I wonder if there's anything suspicious about that man. Maybe a little bit.
Lord Harchefort, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine?
Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off of your own free will.
I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Helena.
Praise alone, it did not come to that. But it profits us little to dwell on that which might have been. Let us quit this place, Brick. Meet me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated.
I didn't even get hurt. Seriously, like, would someone please get suspicious of the fucking Inquisitor? Like, drags a dude out into the middle of nowhere and tells him to jump off a cliff to prove his innocence? Yeah, sure. That seems like a good way to do, like, legal shit.
You look well, Brick. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Frencel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Helena will never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise.
Yes, please. I want an airship, please. I want it.
The man or the knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you.
At this point, I feel like it would have been faster just to go and look for it myself. Oh my god. Another one of the hats.
How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Frencel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Yeah, anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Caerthas several days before the calamity. Yes? Well, it just so happens that I was monitoring the sky, the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Harchefort is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend.
That sounds like a dungeon to me.
Huh, so you have at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I'll write you a letter to Lord Drillmon of Whitebrim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice. So I suggest that you request Lord Frencel do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Brick. May Halone guide you.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Wonderful to see you again, Brick. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Elenar. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravenian horde caught us unawares. The Finns have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt my words will carry much weight with Old Trilmo. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Cravens who attempted to destroy House Helenar have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still have a great hatred towards us. Towards you now as well. Yeah, I think I can take them. I'm good. Once again, I kill gods for a living. I cannot overemphasize this enough. Yo, sup?
You desire an audience with Lord Drummond, do you? I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so.
Horny.
What do we have here? Letters from Lord Harshiphone and Francel, is it? Likely. Oh, you're serious? Oh, what to do? Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmon's attentions are solely focused on the Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it's not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Elbois. Yeah, Sir Elbois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard.
Are you gonna give me the fucking runaround right now? Is that really what you're intending to do? How many gods do I have to kill before anyone respects me in this frickin' world? Hey, there you are. Well, if the Enterprise is indeed inside the Stone Vigil, then we must convince Lord Drillmon to cooperate. Is Alphino here as well? Where the hell is Alphino? More to the point, where the hell's the person I'm supposed to talk to? In here? Aha!
Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you he's mistaken. Lord Drillmon hasn't the time to spend talking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for the head chirurgeon, Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him?
I'm getting the runaround. That's what they're doing. Like, do you not see how I'm dressed? Like, I'm just saying, do I not look enough like an anime main character for you?
Are you here to visit a patient, sir?
What is this? Letters of introduction from House Fortune and Helenar. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gudino. He should know Lord Drillmon's current whereabouts. Oh, my fucking god. These are the barracks? Jeez. One reason I had you for barging into... Oh, well, I see you're in luck. Lord Drillmon is just up these stairs. Letters a no, though, I would not expect much. Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You'd best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect and it shall be returned in kind. Shall it now? So good enough permitted your passage. Very well speak. Here, letters. I want to go kick the ass of all the dragons that you guys can't defeat. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? There you are, Alphino. I was wondering. We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillmon. You know our name, and you know our deeds.
We are come to Cathus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sitnan Garland, who stands before you now.
Mr. Garland, you're alive! Well, that's impossible.
Indeed it is, my lord.
Hey, it's the dickhead again.
Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in the White Brim front but 3 mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and 2 scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have the greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek passage to the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass.
Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You 3 will not re-enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well.
I'm gonna kill that Inquisitor guy.
Or it could be moons before House Durandare purchases the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Brick, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillmond's trust. Understood?
You're the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs. Yeah, word travels fast in White Brim front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillman's mind. Well, if there's one thing that I've learned about the man in my time, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. We know of the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. Oh, how you ask? That's easy. Serve these poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mutt puppy tail meat. It wouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it's a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mutt puppy in Denifin Pass? And take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens the mutt puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Using key items on targets. Some quests require... Oh my god, more tutorials, huh? Some quests require you to use a key item on an enemy target. There are 2 ways to do so. First is by right-clicking the enemy's target bar and selecting Use Key Items from subcommands. Second is to target the enemy and click on the item in the duty list. Fair enough. Ooh, spooky caves. Bonk. There we go. Let me guess, there's no crystal there, is there? No, there's not. Alright. Here's some tail meat, then. Yo, meat! Oh, it didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. No, it worked. Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near mutt puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. The man who wrote this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this and this and this. Voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? I'll take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here. And up above. Here. You there, lad. I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I had the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Halon's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight.
Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandale must do more than his fair share for the sake of Ishgard.
It feels so wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hardworking surgeons at the infirmary. Oh, so rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Sonoda? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patient that she's neglected to attend to her own.
Beg your pardon, sir, but I'm busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Is that... Oh, come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away.
Might I have a word with you, Brick? It concerns the surgeons. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic. Well, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All that required to complete the device of the cores are 3 ice sprats. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there's a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it'll work. Cool, let's go kill some ice sprites.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Have you obtained the cores? Please show them to me. Here you go.
What an amazing device. But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before.
I too am unsure of what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it.
Nevertheless, if it is as effective as it claims, it'll be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save.
Even so, I wonder.
Wear thee kindly, stranger, bearer of gifts and wonders strange, for his generosity comes at a cost.
Seriously, you again? Do you not have better things to do?
Their earnest efforts are but as means to an as yet unknown end.
Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of suspected heretic.
That did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptations proffered by these unbelievers.
Is he just following us around?
Why does the man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn.
Yeah, I should go talk to him, shouldn't I? Just have a little chat, just a little chitty chat, just a little conversation.
Before we can persuade Lord Drillman to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we're not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Caerthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking to the people at Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there.
It's like, you'd think the guy has better things to do, right? Like literally anything better to do than follow us around while we deliver steaks and make alembics.
Inquisitor Guillaume, I haven't the foggiest to whom you speak, unbeliever. We've learned of your deeds at Witch Drop. I'll not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you.
Hey, Jolo.
Inquisitor Guillaume? Why, of course I know him. Alas, I've not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front several moons ago. My memory's somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall.
When I woke, it was days later in this very bed where I've lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillaume rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope one day to repay his kindness. Under Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly righteous man to protect us. The man who goes days without sleep, huh? Yeah, that's definitely the sign of a healthy mind and a healthy person. The Holy See has declared the Inquisitors of the Arbiters of Hallone's will. Are there to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Yeah, you should put on some more clothes, dude.
Well, in case you've yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized this soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I'd hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Whew, indeed, we've wasted too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise he's being held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Brick. Mayhap they'll provide insight into Inquisitor Guillaume's motivations. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whitebrim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he saw a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way light is naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Gilo is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery.
So, down here then? Ow! Maybe don't do that too much. Could be enemies down here. Oh, hello. That looks like the corpse of a dragon. Plasmoids. And kaboink. Excuse me. My. A dead dragon, and a dead someone who looks very much like our dear Inquisitor. Except without the soul patch. Oh my god, he has the evil beard. I knew it! I knew that soul patch was bad news. I knew it! Didn't I tell you? Did I not tell you that the soul patch is bad news? Oh, you can always tell a villain.
You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it.
The scroll contains what appears to be an official papal appointment in the position of Inquisitor.
Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you've just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guillaume. Newly come to Caerthas and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity. For even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an imposter, we have yet to discern his true identity or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Brick, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Since Dramon has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsement of 2 high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim... Yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Juol with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise.
You're just rushing me because you're cold, aren't you? Anyway, hey buddy, got some news.
Oh, you've returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie. If you're so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak to Sir Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life.
Okay.
You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not of it at all.
Doubt.
You know, don't you? Oh, Fury take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Juol gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out of him, nearly killed him right there and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy, but what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I'd never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Juol and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together, we carried Sir Juol to the infirmary on his first night in White Brim Front. And on the first night in White Brim Front, Sir Inquisitor Guillaume was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Dramon. I wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats. And so I did nothing. Until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Brim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Helenar, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner.
Let's go find this chest. Probably should have left Alphino to guard that poor lady or something to make sure that, like, the Inquisitor can't kill her before she can corroborate our findings, but, you know. Sup? Excuse me. Don't mind me, just riding my motorbike up your stairs. Hey, buddy. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me, the Inquisitor's a heretic. Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I've misjudged you and your friends, Brick, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal imposter to justice.
Oh, I'd be more than happy to. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravanian allies. I'm told he makes a snow cloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Brick. Together, let us put an end to this imposter's heresy once and for all.
Let's go talk to a knight. And kill an evil soul patch. Where are we? Oh, that's the dungeon. Okay.
Good to have you with us, sir. When House Drillman arrive, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality?
Yep.
Let's kick his ass.
Oh, you needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halone's halls. Only the wicked.
But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I've never questioned the teachings of Halone.
Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us.
My lord Ramon, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not?
Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guillaume and countless innocents. You are traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption.
Grave allegations indeed, but you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that to which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Dramon, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of his guardian innocence. All are complicit in these crimes for all their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillman, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. Hello. Could I, convince you to focus your attacks on me, please? Thank you. Where the hell are those other creatures? Oh, they're up there. Hey! Come down and join the party! Alright, where's the last one? Oh, petrification. Whoops. Yoink. La-da-da-dee. La-da-da-da. Presumably he's gonna transform into a dragon at some point or another. Yeah, dragon's blood. Whoops. Hey, how you doing? Thought as much. Can't seem to stun him. Can't interrupt him either.
I can smack him with an axe, and that's good enough for me. Oh my god, okay. Everyone on me, please. There we go. Whew. My Clemus, dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last.
You may not recall the many Asgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you let live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Rim Front shall fall.
It just falls over. Okay. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. He's still moving, though. Brick, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to interfere in Ishgardian's affairs of state. Rest assured, I've not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray, visit me at White Brim Front and bring your associates.
Where have you been, Brick? Huh? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Huh, yes, well, this was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we've secured the Enterprise.
Yeah, don't be happy about it or anything.
I'm sure you will agree, it's past time we enter the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drillmund a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon.
We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guillaume would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong.
Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship.
Yes, of course, it's the very least I can do, given all that you've done for us. But answering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear.
You speak of the Trevennians that now hold the ruin?
In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we've been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Trevannian foothold in Caerthus, from which they've struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we've pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change.
Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillman, but there's no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid.
I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalin of your impending visit. May alone guide you, scions. That's the dungeon. Okay, right. Well, that seems like a good as place as any to cut an episode. So, if you enjoyed hanging out in the world of Final Fantasy XIV with me playing the world's weirdest game of Among Us, you can hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons down below, and that'll let you know when new episodes are coming to the channel of this particular series. And if you want to watch more episodes of it right now, right this second, well, check the playlist, and there might be some already available, but hidden away behind memberships on this channel. So if you want to see them, you can become a member. It's like $1 a month, and you'll get that. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. It all helps me pay my rent and stuff, and if you want to use any of those, I'll be very grateful for the help, but if not, you absolutely do not have to. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to wear a mask, wash your hands, take vaccines. I don't know how many it's going to take, but take them, and try to act with solidarity towards those who are working to make the world a better place.